And who else are we gonna? Do you know what? Yes, you, my darling, with your lovely, look at your lovely top knot bun thing, your little. It's beautiful, and I'm gonna want to give it a name with like a furby on your top. It's lovely. What's your name, my darling?
Laura.
Laura, lovely to have you, Laura. So again, Laura, in a second, I'm going to ask you scale of 1 to 10 how hopeful you are in the world today, about bigger than just here, about your life, about the world. I mean, again, there is a lot to hope about in the world right now. Maybe you, Laura, are as hopeful as that Olympic pole vaulter. Some of you don't know. Let me fill you in. So there was this thing that happened this summer called sport, and there was this French pole vaulter who was really hopeful that he was going to jump over the big thing with his big stick, and he was quite well endowed. So his baguette got in the way, okay? So he didn't clear the jumpy thing, but then he got offered loads of porn deals. And I think that's the sport that we really should be caring about, shouldn't we? I would root for that. Root is the operative word.
So I'm very delighted to be here. This is going to be a lovely time. I was a little bit nervous tonight, I'll be honest, because, I've never come to this gig before, and it's always a bit nerve-wracking to do a new gig. But they say do one thing every day that scares you, which is why I fuck clowns. I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, lots of circus acts. It was a very busy time for me.
I've been diagnosed with 15 different mental health conditions throughout my lifetime. I've been in therapy for over 20, I think it's coming up 26 years. Feel free to get me a present if you like. I was sectioned under the Mental Health Act when I was 17, so I spent my 18th birthday in a psychiatric ward. But no, don't do me pity, because a lot of people spend their 18th birthday drunk under a table of Wetherspoons. I actually had the better venue.
And I think that there's a lot of stigma attached to mental illness, right? So I get people coming up to me after my gigs saying things like, oh, you can't be ill, you don't look ill. Well, you don't look rude, but here we are. Had people say to me, oh, it's very brave to talk so openly about mental illness, it's very brave. Well, do you know what? I know you're trying to pay me a compliment, but it's not brave, because I'm not scared. We all have mental health, some of us get ill, just like we all have physical health, some of us get ill. You might call it brave, I call it normal, my friends call it repetitive, and my therapist calls it lucrative.
So back in 2003, I went from a UK size 4 to a UK size 20 in around 6 months due to binge eating disorder. And I didn't understand this. I felt very hopeless. I thought there was something wrong with me. I tried everything, gang. I even tried Slim Fast. Yeah, I hate Slim Fast. Slim Fast, if anyone doesn't know them, it's basically Huel powder before the tech bros got their hands on it. It's awful. But Huel powder, I did recently buy some because I was hearing about all these gym bros talking about gains. I didn't want to lose anything. I wanted to gain, some of the confidence those mediocre white men have. So I was like, I'll buy some Huel powder like them. I'll be like them. But I didn't know what to do with it because it tasted foul, so I just fed it to the birds. But now they're all really hench. We've started putting apart my neighbour's bird feeder. It's actually really cool to watch. So yes, Huel powder is just Slim Fast for people who sell Bitcoin. And if you are what you eat, I love that phrase, you are what you eat, our ancient wisdom passed down through generations. If you are what you eat, then people who eat Huel powder are boring as fuck.
And my name is Juliette, which means I get the same chat-up line every single time I meet a person who's interested in me. Anyone want to guess what that chat-up line might be? Just Romeo, just shouting the word Romeo at me. Yes, that is the abbreviated version of that shut-up line. Yes, no, I often get people say, can I be your Romeo? To which I just reply, can I please just be your passenger until my Uber reaches destination? No, I don't blame anybody for my mental health conditions because it robs me of my autonomy, okay? I think everything in life is a two-way street, even this gig, guys. So if you're not enjoying it, it's not entirely my fault.
What did you guys say though? So I picked my favourites from this audience today, and I'm also going to tell you my favourites from the whole run. So we've got what gives you hope? Horses. Why? Their heads are as big as a human torso, and hugging their heads is awesome. me horse kicks. Cool. What gives you hope? Nobody else knows what they're doing either. Why? I have a PhD, and I definitely don't. Do you know what? In one of my previews, somebody said, what gives you hope? It doesn't last forever. Why? PhD. What gives you hope? When I see love. Why? To know it still exists. That's beautiful. What gives you hope? Kamala Harris. Why? She may remove the orange man's hope of presidency. Correct. Amazing. What gives you hope? Avocado and toast. Why? It's GID. Spelt G-I-D. And then a little heart at the end. Thanks, Cam. Oh no, I've done that. So my favourite ones from the whole of the run. Right, I'm going to tell you a couple of them. What gives you hope? Umbrellas. Why? We're in Scotland. What gives you hope? Comfortable walking shoes. Why? Everywhere in Edinburgh seems to be uphill. What gives you hope? I'm a lizard. Why? I'm on a spinning rock in the middle of space. Nothing matters. I was just very relieved they'd taken the drugs before the show. And then there was one particular day when 3 separate people said something along a similar theme, which was, what gives you hope? My girlfriend. Why? Everything seems better when she's around. What gives you hope? Oh, sexy voice, sorry, my dad. I'm taking a picture, I just have to... Yeah, that's going on my OnlyFans. What gives you hope? My husband I met later in life. Why? I never expected to be this happy. What gives you hope? Penetration. Why? Because I like it.
But you guys will know, working in the NHS, right? You'll know that there's science that is doing a lot for mental health at the moment. Did you know that medical research has proven that MDMA is good to treat PTSD? A fact that, when written down, looks like a countdown conundrum. And magic mushrooms are good for depression. So I've told my therapist this because I really hope our next session is going to be at Fabric.
This is a reading of what's going on in my brain when I was relaxing. You know, when you kick back with 19 electrodes on your head in a building that's being renovated, being treated by a doctor with a broken leg who keeps talking to you about Brexit. You know, relaxing. So this is a graph of me relaxing, what's going on in my brain, and then the next graph was when I was asked to think about my childhood. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. It was worth the wait, the suspense that my laptop gave there. Honestly, I didn't see the difference. That's relaxing, that's childhood, relaxing childhood. I saw, you see it, because you must be a doctor, because honestly, I had no idea, but the doctor that was treating me was getting very concerned. She was going ooh and ah, like she was at some sort of municipal firework display. Like, to be fair, it is very colourful, it's also fairly dangerous, and it was also funded by the local authorities. Now, she was very concerned. She said, Juliette, this looks like some very dodgy brain activity. And I was like, dodgy, medical condition. And she was very concerned in particular with the 4th line from the bottom. It was very sporadic. Now, I used to say, when I first got this report, I used to say to my friends, it's that purple one. That line that she was really concerned about, and they would go, mate, it's not purple, it's blue. And I'd go, no, it's not, it's purple. And they'd go, to be fair, you're the one with the dodgy brain. Now, when you get this reading, you also get a report, okay? Not just the pre-pictures, but I got a report. It was 45 fucking pages long. I thought about just reciting this, and I might have won the Argos Angel Award. But instead, I've just summed up the highlights for you on the back, okay? That's what it...
I love love. I love love so much that I've been bridesmaid 9 times. Yeah, if I do it one more time, I get a free husband. I love love so much, but back in that London piss flat, I found that love was the thing that has torn me down to my last shred of hope, because I was there living my Miss Havisham's diary dream. I was there with an unused wedding dress. So back in 2018, I was engaged to get married, but I ended it. Now, some comedians come out on stage and say, hey gang, I just got married, or I just had a baby, and people clap and whoop and holler and cheer because people love that shit, don't they? It's full of toxic positivity, that crap. But I come out on stage and say things like, hi guys, I used to be engaged. Nobody cheers. And I think that's wrong. Yeah, thank you. I love you. The rest of you, some No, you're awesome. I think that honestly we have to reassess how we deal with this, right? Because we weren't happy in that relationship, and so we ended it. I think that deserves some celebration. I'm still friends with the guy, not just for financial reasons. Yes, they are a factor, but that's not the point. So when that ended, it was rough. I had lost a bit of hope that I'd find love. But I moved to London in 2019, full of hope that I was going to find love. And I met someone, and then 2.5 years later, he got down on one knee and he started to pack his bags because we broke up. Now, this breakup really floored me, gang. It was worse than the engagement ending. This one was more like the Henry VIII's breakup with Anne Boleyn, right? In that he pulled a power move and went no contact, and I lost my fucking head. I was so depressed at the time. It was so bad. I didn't know who to turn to for help, so I turned to the wrong person. I asked Alexa. And, seriously, if you ask Alexa for help, you will get this exact answer, okay? Alexa, I need help. If you need help with an emergency, I can give you the number for the emergency services. Otherwise, I can help you with a tech support, such as Bluetooth. Those are the only two options she will give you, no matter what you need help with, right? Oh, Alexa, I need help with my mental health. Please, or Bluetooth. Alexa, I need help with this jigsaw puzzle. Please, or Bluetooth. Alexa, I need help with the song by the Beatles. Please, or Bluetooth. Though I didn't know Sting had covered that song.